Ladies and gentlemen, yes, sir. We are here. We are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all listening to the SplashCast 36 pack right now. Ooh, might be 48. Might be 48.
As y'all probably heard in the background, that is Reggie.
Might be 48. Shout
Live stream.
Yes, sir.
And
so we are
36
live.
pack, maybe 48 pack if y'all get real lucky. Good music out.
Good music out. Good music out. Am I in? Am I in?
And maybe we try to add Reggie again.
I should be here now. What's up, good people?
There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, chicken dinner. How we doing, my brother?
I'm good, my man. How you feeling, big dog?
I am blessed and highly favored. Reggie win some beers and drink some beers. How about that?
Hey, that's fair. This is the round to do it because it's not a lot of known teams playing other than the Celebration Bowl unless you only talk about NFL.
We're going Celebration Bowl straight to NFL. Respect you, Georgia Southern, but we're not picking the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Okay.
We ain't picking none of them bowls that just started existing.
Although, except for the Florida Beach Bowl that I did watch the SIAC versus CIAA. That was a decent game. It was the first one. So of course, you had your challenges as it was on the HBCU Go, and HBCU Sports had to stream it. I did not like that aspect of it because I felt like it wasn't promoted enough. But if they could get it on maybe HBCU Go or something, you'll definitely get all of those. You'll get a lot more viewers, man. But it was dope, man. They showed the whole halftime show. Never do that on ESPN or NBC. Yeah. They did a lot of good stuff, man. So they
need to start showing black halftimes instead of whatever the Phoenix Suns show. The Phoenix Suns have the worst halftime entertainment I've ever encountered in sports. And shout out to me having League Pass now so I can watch Suns games. But boy, let me tell you, every halftime, it's like bad and worse. And I'm like, I know y'all have to have some talented people somewhere in that city of Phoenix. Y'all need to find them people and have them do something. And shout out to Reg because he is parenting. We all support black dads here. Also take a moment while he gets himself ready. Like, follow, subscribe. Thank you guys. Sneaky was good. Russ was good.
What's good, fellas? Sorry, man. I had to become a black dad for a second. I had to be a black dad.
Easy tell you if you want peace in that household. How about that?
Yes, sir. So what that means, what that tells me in this household is that we need to start. Yeah, because we are on a toddler timer.
Exactly. Toddler timer is funny. We are getting to the game that matters here. The 6-5 Howard Bison versus the 11-1 FAMU Rattlers in the Cricket Celebration Bowl that is going to start here momentarily on ESPN and ABC. Shout out to that. If you got time, we sitting here. Make sure you at least turn it on. Support HBCUs. Outside of that, I'm ready to pick this game. Howard versus FAMU. Howard, you've had a good enough season at 6-5. Congratulations, I guess. But this is FAMU. Musa continues to dominate here. FAMU is just a better football team. FAMU, don't disappoint me here. Please don't.
So similar to the playoffs, similar in college and pro, sometimes it's all about the team that gets hot. And Howard got hot at the end of the year. Florida A&M should scrub Howard. They should scrub Howard. But Howard runs that tricky 3-rotation back spread, but they run the ball better than anybody else in the MEAC out of the spread offense. They were right up there with, I think they were the number 1 rushing team in the MEAC. I got Florida A&M winning this game. But they better be careful, man. Don't overlook this Howard Bison team.
Yeah. They look serious. They showed the pictures of them warming up. Howard looks prepared, but I think the FAMU is just a better football team all around.
Yep. And of course, we have Jacksonville State, Louisiana. I don't care about any of these games. The only game that's actually kind of intriguing is UCLA and Boise State. Just because this is like, I don't care about the game. We're not betting no beers. I'm not picking no game. I'm not going to stay here long. But both of these teams were supposed to be better than 7-5, 8-5. Boise State fired their coach, and they had to recover to go 8-5. UCLA is talking about firing Chip Kelly.
So fire him right on the Florida. Fire him right on the Florida. That's what I want. We just signed DJ Lagway.
I'm surprised I'm not surprised he stayed, but I am surprised he stayed. Like,
relax.
not in a bad way, just money, dog. Money. Money can a 5-star going to Florida when you have Ohio State needing a quarterback. You got all these other teams that are known to spend money. Alabama, well, they got Jaden Miller, but other teams, Florida State, they spend money now. Like all these teams, and y'all didn't spend money at first.
Yeah,
I didn't mean it.
That's fair. I mean, you're right. We tried to sham our way into a quarterback and it didn't work.
Yeah, look at Georgia. We lost 19 players in the portal, something like that.
Oh man, y'all got 2 championships. Boy, cry me a river. Are you ready to pick? Are you ready? Are you ready? Y'all ready to pick these NFL games, man?
We're going Falcons first.
Nah, because they're Saturday games. 3 Saturday games, which is fantastic. Oh, today is Saturday. They are pro.
Today is Saturday, pro and college.
Hey, yo. I know y'all not even ready. It's pro football and college football on today. Play melodies from heaven in the background if you need to, but let's go. Vikings versus Bengals.
I don't know. I don't know this game.
I mean, look at them: 7-6 and 7-6, 4-3 at home, 5-2 away. I'm leaning Bengals. The only reason two reasons I'm leaning Bengals. Justin Jefferson was hurt last week. I'm not sure of his status at this point. And also, Jake Browning I have to. Last week I said he couldn't do it again. He did it again. If you fool me, can't get fooled again.
Yes,
so I'm going with the Bengals. I mean, I know eventually it's the Bengals. They're going to let me down. But for this time, at this moment, Bengals are my answer.
The answer is the Bengals. The answer is the Bengals.
Maybe it is the best answer.
Because I just sent you an article this morning. I was hey, daughter got a cold. I was up at 6:30, 7:30.
Oh, boo. Hope you feel better, Riggs.
She over there drinking hot milk and pampered on a beanbag chair with her hands like this, drinking a bottle. She chilling.
I love it.
No, but so I was reading this article, and Josh Dobbs, who was the darling of the NFL 3 weeks ago, is now third string. And they are starting somebody else, and then they put somebody else in front of him. Notice I said somebody else because nobody knows who neither of those people are. I think it's Nick Mullins.
Yes, Nick maybe. He plays for one of those teams that needs 17 quarterbacks. But they say that he got Justin Jefferson hurt, and then immediately he got dropped to third string. And I don't necessarily hate that.
Because you won't be here either way.
Nah. Well, I mean, hey.
Not when you get Justin Jefferson hurt. That is a clear message. You got the franchise player hurt, go ahead and pack up your things.
Dobbs will be employed somewhere next year. So next up, Steelers versus Colts. I told you I'm rocking with the Colts and Shane Steichen until proven otherwise. I know they're not going to win every game, but I also don't believe in the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is a game that they can lose and still Mike Tomlin not have a losing season. So I think they probably do. And I'm picking the Colts in this game.
What is the AFC? What is it? It is the Ravens and everybody else. And the Ravens ain't that far ahead of everybody else, but everybody is 7-6. Everybody. Vikings. Yep. I mean, the Vikings are NFC.
And hold on. Y'all talk crazy about the NFC South being 6-7. Bruh. This is a human Spider-Man meme, dog. You go from 7-6, 6-7 real quick, bro. Let me tell you, as a Falcons fan. We was at the top, then we dropped. Just that quick. Who you got in this game, man?
When you don't know, you gotta go with the home team, right? So
No, that's not your answer. Your answer is the black coach.
Oh crap, the black coach. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I had to turn on noise canceling. Got Miss Rachel in the background going ham.
That's terrible.
I gotta. So I'm selfish. I want George Pickens to force a trade, and then we go get him.
We got to get a quarterback first. No, nobody need to come here until we get a quarterback.
I'm going with the Colts. I'm going with the home team.
Oh, betrayed yourself. Betrayed yourself. Now that means the Steelers gonna win. And then next up, this is the game of the day. This is a very, very interesting game. You have the Broncos who have turned it around.
Oh,
They
my bad. I
went
was in the
from
conversation.
so many questions to Russell Wilson having a really good season and them looking like a legitimate squad. And you have the Lions, who sometimes look like a legitimate squad, sometimes get 30 by the Ravens. I'm never gonna let y'all forget that. I'll be 80 if I forget that.
Because you picked them. That's the only reason you're mad, because you picked them.
I'm big hurt. I am Frank Thomas. Let me make that very clear. I don't know who to pick in this game. I think the Broncos right now look to be more of the consistent team, but the Lions, I think, have the most weapons. This is difficult.
This is one game that I believe Ford Field plays no bearing on it at all. That place is half cursed. You got to go with the hot team. I'm going with the Broncos here, man. The Lions are going backwards. This is a tale of two teams just
inconsistent.
They are just going in opposite directions. Like, it's almost like they're the better version of the Chargers. Like, they have everything you need on that team, and they're losing. Now, the Chargers are the worst version of the Chargers because they allowed 63 points with 42 points in the first half against the Raiders.
Smoked turkeys.
The Raiders. But I'm going Broncos here, man.
Albert.
I believe in that defense. I believe in what Sean Payton is doing with Russell Wilson. And, hey, man, they're starting to figure it out. And that brings more chaos, so I like it.
Broncos. Now let's get on to the Sunday games and the first and most important game. Nope, not that one. Smoking. Falcons versus Panthers.
They got us all the way at the bottom.
Yeah,
I see why. It's 45-cent tickets.
Yeah. Also, if you're in Charlotte, you can literally get these. Take your whole family for $7.
Take the entire homeless shelter. You could take whoever you want to. You could do all of the good you needed to do, or bad, depending on if you like somebody or not. If you don't like them, send them to this game. Say thinking of you.
Big facts. Hey, waste your time. But you know who we picking in this? It's Bird Gang all day. It's Falcons. Rise up, fly high. Hey, just win the damn game. You have to beat them. They are 1-12. And Arthur Smith, let me tell you something here. The internet got Brandon Staley fired. The internet can get you fired. And don't forget that. And that's that on that.
You said it. You said it. All that voter confidence. He's going to come back next year. They're going to get a quarterback. Goes out the window if you lose to a 1-12 Panthers team with Bryce Young, who is hurt. I think he's playing, but he did get hurt. And you're 6-7. You already blew it. You should have beat the Buccaneers last game. You played the worst game. You should be undefeated. My predictions should be right. We should be undefeated in the division, but you decided to give a game away. And it was so bad. The Falcons are the answer. If you pick somebody else, then you just have money to spend, or you are a time traveler and you came from somewhere and you know something. But
or just hate money.
If you lose this game, then I don't want to make the playoffs. If you lose this game, I don't want to go to the playoffs. Go ahead and tank it out, fire Arthur Smith, go get somebody else. I don't want to do it. Don't go get Ron Rivera.
Keep Nielsen. Nielsen needs to
or
stay.
Promote Nielsen. Hell, get a hot shot offense coordinator.
Yeah. Next up, the Bowl of Bull, and this is the Bears versus the Browns. That is alliteration. Shout out to my 5th grade English teacher. Bears at 5-8, Browns at 8-5. Justin Fields is back, and he played pretty well last week from what I remember. But Flacco is backo, and the Browns have a hell of a defense. I'm going with Flacco, not Fields.
Yeah,
crazy to say in 2023.
Flacco is like 10-2 in the Browns stadium. There's no way as a Browns organization would I put that stat up. I don't care if Flacco plays for you now. He's won 2 games for you and whooped your ass the other games with Baltimore. There's no way I would put that stat up. Just want to put that there. But Justin Fields, hey man, you're showing some promise. You're showing just enough to get them to pay you somebody to pay you a second-round pick. Pay the Bears a second-round pick for you. Come on, DJ Moore. I'm sorry, brother. You about to be there on your own. You got to go with the Browns. You got to go with that defense is going to bring the Bears back down to earth rather quickly. Now the offense is awful because they're all hurt. They lost their safety Grant Delpit too.
Yep.
I'm still going Browns though. 6-1 at home.
Me too.
In that division, can't not going.
Buccaneers versus Packers. These are two teams who look just like us as we look like them. The Buccaneers beat a bad Falcons team in a game that they should have lost. I think at this point,
how is your boy Baker Mayfield? How do you feel about Baker? Still the same?
He is what I told you he was. He's a starting quarterback in the NFL. Is he a world beater?
He is awful.
No. Will he be the? Should he be the starter for the Buccaneers next year?
If I'm the Buccaneers, I would go get a quarterback. I would get somebody else.
But you wouldn't fire him, would you? Or would you get somebody else and say, hey, it's your job to lose?
I would get somebody else and say, hey, you can compete for second.
Oh, you're ill. Yeah, you're ill.
I
disagree there.
He was awful. The Falcons were just awfuler. Like, they were just terrible.
I 100% agree with that, but we know the deficit of quarterbacks. I feel at this point he's got you to 6 and 7. I think they're atop the NFC South now.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, especially if he gets you a playoff berth, I don't think there's a way you can fire him at this point. I think at this point, at worst, it's his job to lose.
If he goes to the playoffs, then they're in the same position we are with Desmond Ridder. Like,
no, I disagree there. I feel like if we make it to the playoffs in spite of Desmond Ridder, you better not bring him back.
You hope you don't bring him back.
Prayerfully. But I'm
going Packers here because I need the Falcons to win the division. With that being
me
said.
too.
I have no other care about this game.
Yeah, let's go Jordan Love. Another interesting game. I feel like we just played this game maybe. But Texans and Titans. No, I feel like this game just happened.
That's crazy if they scheduled them like to play each other in 3. All right. I'll be right back. Let me get her.
Yeah. You better, hey, Pops, you know what time it is. Pick me up. Our production assistant, Reezy, has made an appearance. Rod, what's good? But Texans, Titans, this is an interesting game. I do think that the Titans really like Will Levis, and going forward, that will be their guy. CJ Stroud is out. I'm going, this makes this game exponentially more difficult.
Titans.
Yes, Titans. Hey, Reezy. Well, yeah, we're going Titans in this game. I forgot about that. CJ Stroud out. Concussion protocol. Feel better, brother.
Titans. You got to go Titans.
Next up, Jets versus Dolphins. Aaron Rodgers, I saw him throw a football. Aggressively throw a football.
If Aaron Rodgers comes back this year, he is the fool amongst fools, or he's a time traveler. And he just figured out the perfect healing of the Achilles. Did we lose live?
No. Nope, not yet. Hold on. Nope.
Your phone about to die?
We get low on juice. That's what we're doing. Getting a little low on the juice. That's fine, though. Hold on. We ain't stopping. Nothing. Now we charging. All right. But yeah, I'm picking in this game the Dolphins. They need this win. And they just got to make it happen. Michael McDaniel's got to. He got to get his team back together. They got to look like something again.
Tyreek plays though, but that Jets defense. It seems like they're getting better. It ain't gonna be every week. They get better every week, which is crazy because they were considered a top 3 defense the whole year, and they're getting better. Tua, you better. Hey man, this is a game y'all can lose, low key. This is a game y'all can lose because the Dolphins defense ain't been defensing at all.
Absolutely, this is a game they can lose, but they need to win. Who you got next?
Jets. I'm sorry, Dolphins.
Oh, I was about to say, you want that? Chiefs on a slump buster. Chiefs versus the Patriots. Now, this is tricky.
It's a
Chiefs
Belichick special.
offense. Yep, Chiefs offense has been relatively slow. I know that sounds crazy. You remember all the fiasco that happened with Patrick Mahomes and Kadarius Toney last week versus the Patriots. Patriots have absolutely terrible quarterback play. I assume that maybe Bailey Zappi is their quarterback going forward instead of Mac Jones. I think that both of them probably have a pretty high chance of playing because the Patriots offense sucks. But the defense, as Reggie has quoted many a time, has been defensing. This is
They
this
got
is
like 4 losses with allowing less than 10 points.
yeah.
That's crazy.
But I'm taking Kansas City in here. I'm not crazy. Mahomes can get you at least by
Mahomes, Jordan. That's what we taking. We always taking those two.
yeah. Next up, glad you're here for this, Rodney. Let's see how you feel about this one.
Giants
Giants versus the Saints. This is tricky. The Giants and Danny DeVito. I don't know his real name. I'm calling him Danny DeVito. There'll be a new quarterback. Well, Daniel Jones will be back next year. But Danny DeVito versus the Saints. This is tricky.
Giants for me. Let's go Giants. Saquon run for 1,000,000 yards and let we don't know his name. They still profiling David Carr even though he gets booed by the home team.
Yeah. Shout out to the Saints for spending all that money to get a sorry quarterback. At least be like us and skimp. Spend your money somewhere else.
I'm going Giants.
You can't be expensive and sorry. That is egregious. And he is both expensive and terrible. Let's go Giants, man. I'm rocking with the Giants. Let's go Giants. Commandos versus the Rams. The Rams are a team on the other side of things. They've been basically a torpedo since they won that Super Bowl. And the Commandos have a coach that's a zombie, as Reggie always calls them, because Ron Rivera is going to be fired.
They said what we already knew. They told us that water was wet. We knew it.
I assume the Rams win this. Puka Nacua goes for 15,000 yards somehow.
He's got 1,100 receiving yards on.
Cooper Kupp's the best wide receiver ever to walk this earth.
Who said that? All right, Commanders and Rams. I'm going Rams. Ron Rivera's out of there. You knew he was out of there when they traded away their best defensive players on the edge. If I'm the Commanders' defensive tackles, hey, man, I may try to trade. If I'm the Commanders, I may clean house. You'll get a lot for those D tackles, Deron Payne and Jared Allen. They can come on to the Falcons. But I got Rams here. Eric Bieniemy is going to be the new coach. It is what it is.
49ers versus Cardinals. Let's be
100 million to nothing. 100 million. They go. This is what you call an incentive game. This is when the 49ers get to reach all their incentives in their contract this week. This is what happens.
They are smoking Cardinals, and they will be ready for Christmas dinner. How about that?
Chris McCaffrey has 1,100 rushing yards
and 1,100 touchdowns because he scores one every game.
Brandon, you got 1,000 receiving yards. Nah, they still got 4 games to go. All right, yeah, we going 49ers here. Interesting game. Interesting game.
This is tricky, and the game we're talking about is 425 on Fox. Cowboys versus the Bills, and this is in Buffalo, which makes this exponentially more difficult. I honestly think Bills in Buffalo, Bills better win.
The Bills gotta win. The Cowboys.
Yeah, I think that Josh Allen really, really, really needs this win, and the Cowboys are a dome team. You throw them in the snow. If you can't beat the Cowboys in the snow, then what's his name? Sean McDermott?
Mm-hmm. He's out of there.
Yeah.
Once you start firing coordinators, it's gone.
Yeah. Adios, mi amigos. You're gonna run out of things. And the Cowboys are a team that you need to beat.
I heard something on some podcast today or this week where it said this is the game where what?
We're gonna make Josh Allen look like Danny Jones. Oh, okay.
Oh, tough talk. So I heard like this is the game where it's the Bills who we've convinced ourselves is not as bad as they are. And we've convinced ourselves that the Cowboys are as good as we think. Mm-hmm. So this is a game where one of those has got to give. Either the Bills are going to get back on track or the Cowboys are going to be as good as we think. And I think defense travels. Defense travels and turnovers seem to always be around. Josh Allen. I'm gonna go Cowboys here.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We found our Huckleberry. Let's bet 6 on that.
I'm with it. Let's bet 6.
Cowboys. And why am I picking a turnover machine?
I mean, this would be the game. He has the game of all games, though. He's so capable.
Yeah. Next up, Ravens versus the Jags. One of these teams I respect and I think is legit. One of these things I think is God, Sham God. The Ravens and Lamar, I think that they're a legit team now. I've told y'all many a time how I feel about their wide receiver room. But that defense, Kyle Hamilton, Patrick Queen, Roquan Smith, it's a legitimate real defense. Now Jaguars defense is athletic and fast as well, but I'm picking the Ravens in this. Lamar, don't make me look stupid.
If Trevor Lawrence was healthy, I would pick the Jaguars at home. But I'm going to go Ravens here because Trevor Lawrence isn't healthy and the Ravens can get to the quarterback. And they got good linebacker play. But it's going to be a close game, though. I think Baltimore's a 3-point favorite.
And then finally, Eagles versus Seahawks. I know that Geno Smith was out last week with a groin injury. I know the Eagles have kind of, I'm not gonna say fallen apart. They've run into hard times as many teams do, but I think that this is their slump buster, especially with a quarterback. Either they'll be playing against a backup quarterback or they'll be playing against a slower than usual Geno Smith. I think that helps out the ends and tackles, and I think that they're able to keep pressure on the quarterback. I'm picking the Eagles in this game.
Hey, man, that Eagles secondary looks boo-boo, bro. They look old. They all look like they got a year older at the same time. And it's a dog year. That defense, they are getting to the quarterback, not as much. And I didn't realize, and maybe the secondary wasn't as good as we thought they were. Maybe it's because that defensive front was so crazy last year, which
that's a lot of it.
So crazy last year, and they're not getting the same pressure. Yes, Jalen Carter is still wreaking havoc, but those ends and that other tackle position and those linebackers are getting exploited. Hopefully, Shaq Leonard can make a difference. He's had about 2 weeks to practice. I think the Eagles get this done.
I forgot about him. Damn, that's the reason I hate my team. Why can't my team ever get that next dude? Why can't we find him and be like, oh yeah, just stick him on the team at the last minute, and then we mysteriously be world beaters? So yes,
I'm going Eagles. Here. I think they win by 10 on a late touchdown to put it out of reach. I think DK Metcalf he can only run 1 or 2 routes, but as run or 2 routes, he be scoring though. And with raw speed against a older secondary is normally the way that you beat an older secondary is just raw speed, which DK has. So they'll score, and then they won't score no more.
Correct. Yeah.
So we going Eagles.
Yes, going Eagles in there. Speaking of raw speed, Monday Night Raw. See you there. We will also be live tomorrow. Hawks won last night, so happy about that.
And play good defense. No 30-point quarters.
Surprise. Prayerfully, thankfully, it was beautiful.
It was good coaching. Yeah. We'll talk about it on Sunday night service. We'll talk about it then.
Correct.
Quinn played pretty. Hey man, Okongwu, right now.
Yeah. And Celebration Bowl is on now. Please turn your TVs to that. With that said, we are out of here. We will see y'all tomorrow. Adios, mi amigos. God is love. And enjoy the rest of football season. Enjoy your time with your family.
Peace.